What is up, Guardians? Ember here. I've got a fun one for you today. I've been having a great time, possibly the most fun I've had in Destiny 2 in a long while with this build and weapon combo, and I can't wait to share it with you here in a minute. But first, let's head below this video, obliterate that like and subscribe button, follow the links below in the description to my Twitch and Twitter accounts. I go live on Twitch every week, Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time. And don't forget to stick around at the end of this video for an original meme. And without any further ado, let's get into the content. First off, as I'm sure you are all wondering, yes, this is peak pumpkin fashion. I went for an orange theme for this Festival of the Lost that goes all the way down to the weapon shaders. And I want to see all of your best themed costumes this year. Let me know what you went for in the comment section below, or at me on Twitter with pictures. I'd love to see it. So this build I have here is a fantastic and fun melee build. I have found that Arc Titan has an exceptionally large potential for any melee based builds. This build uses the Breytech Werewolf auto rifle with Pugilist and Swashbuckler. I've heard from some people on Twitter, they are calling this a pseudo Monte Carlo. Because of the melee synergy you get from it, you're getting the energy back from Pugilist, you're getting the damage boost from Swashbuckler, and that's all a statement that I can agree with. The other weapon that I have here, it's a slug shotgun. It's the Inquisitor from the Trials of Osiris. I have Demolitionist and Golden Tricorn. Golden Tricorn has quickly become one of my favorite damage perks for PvE. The 50% damage buff from the ×2 version of the perk is a workhorse for chunking down high health enemies. Let's roll some footage while I explain mod and ability selection. As far as abilities go, this build relies on the Thunderclap melee ability. I've been enjoying that Area of Effect ability. It is a mid to short range ability that does hit a wide cone in front of you. It's fairly wide. It's wide enough to hit multiple red bars and take out new waves that may have just spawned in an area. I have the Bountiful Wells Elemental Well mod with Font of Might and 3 melee well makers. This does a couple of things for us, like replenishing a large amount of melee energy when picking up the wells that are dropped. And since I have Bountiful Wells, the 3 melee well maker mods stack, giving me 3 elemental wells on whatever the first enemy to die to the ability is. This also affects any of your abilities on recharge, like your grenade or your barricade or class ability if you're using this on another class. Arc Elemental Wells will also activate Font of Might, which adds a 25% damage buff to our arc weapon, the Inquisitor, which can also gain another significant 50% damage buff with Golden Tricorn ×2. This weapon also synergizes well with this build, because what does everyone hate about using a shotgun? That's right, reloading the shotgun. Since we have Demolitionist on this Inquisitor, we can circumvent the reload by throwing a grenade. Altogether, this build offers an almost infinite loop of damage buffs and ability energy, so feel free to spam away. Once I could get my arc weapon damage boost and Golden Tricorn ×2 activated on the Inquisitor shotgun, I could nearly 3-tap Headless Ones in the Haunted Lost Sector Halloween event we have going on in Destiny 2 right now. The Horror Story auto rifle left nothing to be desired either. The pugilist and swashbuckler combo made chewing through loads of minor adds an absolute breeze. This is a great build to take into Legend or Master Lost sectors as well. And I'm also excited to drop into a few dungeons with this setup and see if it might be a viable build to bring into GMs. I think that the overall loop that we have while we play with this setup is definitely viable for much of our endgame content. You can still use the Courier of the Falling Star to make sure you have high damage super available also. It doesn't rely on having any kind of a neutral game exotic armor piece to boost anything, since we do have the arc weapon boost and the golden tricorn for the shotgun and the swashbuckler pugilist combo for the auto rifle. I really don't feel like you're wanting for a whole lot when you are talking adding anything extra into the build to really help it to get set off. You don't really have to do a whole lot when you are playing the game, other than maybe getting a few melees to proc your swashbuckler or your golden tricorn so that you can then go on an extra roll. I don't really feel like adding any kind of a general gameplay exotic for this Titan build would help it out in any way. We already have a lot of things to focus on, so let's just keep it simple. And after using this build, there was really only one thing that I felt like I would like to change about it, and that would probably be the scope to the auto rifle. It can be a little bit obtrusive. It's not really too bad though. Really just a minor overall gripe with the kind of design of how it sits on your screen, and when you aim it down sights, it does kind of have a little bit of thicker edges to it, so it can be blocking a little bit of those enemies you're trying to aim down sights to see. Outside of trials or other crucible game modes, it's really super minor. And that's going to have to be all from me for now, Guardians. Let me know what you think about the build, and if you have any of the weapons that I've showcased here, how are you liking them? Do they synergize with this for you well enough? And how have you been enjoying the new Festival of the Lost event? I sure have been enjoying it, and I again look forward to seeing some of your themed Guardians on my Twitter. Let's go ahead and toss that meme up on the screen now. And I look forward to seeing some of you in my Twitch chat this coming Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Once again, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you once again, Guardians, and do remember, as always, be without form, swift as lightning.